Right, I'm sure there's many unboxing videos of this particular item, but I'm going to do one of my own anyway. It's been a long time since I did any sort of unboxing video. I'm just about to get back into some flight simulation stuff, and I was quite surprised at the level of PC that's now required to get anything half decent up and running graphics wise, and also the availability of flight controls. There's just so much stuff that are available these days. Some of it's super expensive as well, and this is a Thrustmaster Warthog setup. About, prices vary, it'll probably be $350, $360, something like that online. Super heavy. I think the whole box weighed about 10 kilos, and that does look impressive. So, Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. HOTAS, hands-on throttle and stick, I think that stands for. It is a replica joystick, stick and dual throttle and engine and autopilot panel, metal casing, realistic buttons, magnetic sensors, surgical precision on stick. Okay. And throttles, they even quote the values. So what are they, 8-bit values? 65,536. Coil springs, idle detent, disengageable afterburner detent, adjustable friction on dual throttle, control panel with backlight, programmable LED, realistic pressure on metal switches and buttons, optional paddle switch included for Viper fans. I have no idea what that is, but it certainly looks pretty impressive. You've even got a US Air Force logo on there. Various pictures of it. Drivers and program software, Target, Thrustmaster, Advanced Programming, Graphical Editor. Wow. Windows, Vista, 7, 8, 10, 32 and 64 bits. And we've got all sorts of information on the back. So yeah, let's pop this open and see what we've got. Hopefully it's as good as I think it's going to be. It's certainly heavy. It's a bugger to get open. Am I missing something here? Particularly want to damage the box. Ah, idiot. Expecting bits to come out on the side there. Right, let's have a look at this smaller one first of all. It's certainly well packaged. It's going to be easier to tip this out. Right, so this is so heavy, unbelievable. Okay, so we have the throttle control here. There is a small Allen key. Wow. So we have quite a long USB lead, and it's actually attached permanently at this end. It's wired in permanently. Hopefully that's tilted up far enough. Let me tilt that back up a bit further. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, a very nice long cable. What are we talking there? Oh, that must be 6 foot easily. Yeah, 6 foot. Permanently attached, as I said. Oh, super smooth. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Got a flap toggle switch there. So we've got two-way switches there. We've got a press to engage one there. It's yeah, it looks like it's a momentary contact. Three-way switch. Again, press to make. We've got a little hat here. That's a yeah, three-way, but that is press and hold back. Another three-way one there. Oh, and you can press, seems to press in as well. And that just appears to be three-way again, but held in the center position. Two-way, sorry, yeah, on or off. Okay, so these are momentary ignition on. APU start. Oh, it's just absolutely amazing. This is friction of, I don't know, friction of one of these, and I back it right off. Yeah, that seems to adjust the friction of the controls. Wow, that really is impressive. Engine, oh, this is fuel flow, normal, override. Looks like they are lit here. I don't know whether you can see that. I know it is lit. Let me just rock it onto the side. We've got some big, thick, solid rubber feet. And strangely, this is riveted shut. I'm surprised. Okay, so the bottom plate unscrews, but I wonder if there's then a plate underneath there. I suspect there are. I think that's just for weight, and the fact that it allows you also to put screws into the holes here, you can see at the end. So yeah, panels are screwed in place, but the actual panels around the side are just rivets. Got a little detent there as well. It's just super smooth. So I'm hoping, well, I know that you can use this with X-Plane 11, which will be the idea. I don't know exactly which game the A10, you know, this works with. It's for an A10, obviously. Yeah, very, very impressed. I can see why that is the price it is. All of these are remappable with the software. Buttons on here as well. Don't know what that one is. Oh, that release. Ah, look, you can lock the both and lock them both together. So dual throttles. Again, no doubt you can program both sides to do certain things, or you can lock them together like that. That's very impressive. We've got another hat on the front. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's like that. Again, push to make. Yeah, very, very impressed. Okay, what have we got on this one? Assembly information. Okay, okay, not okay. What are they trying to say there then? Oh, I think you perhaps have to assemble this, and they're just saying how not to do it. It's not entirely clear. There is some instructions on the back. Mount the joystick on the base, making sure that the arrows are lined up as shown in the images on page 1. Failure to properly mount the joystick may permanently damage your product. Any damage caused by improper assembly is not covered under the product's warranty. Interesting. Yeah, so you've got to have it front on, as you can see there, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, that's a hell of a manual. These days you pretty much expect everything to be downloadable manuals. So we've got some software information there, and then a manual probably in 20 different languages. Yeah, it looks like it is English to start with, and we have so we've got 18 pages of instructions in English. Just the basics, I think. I wonder if there is a more in-depth online manual. I'm sure there is. So that's that. Okay, now I see that we've got a separate. God, even that is heavy. Just the joystick. Really, really heavy. And then the base. Again, we have this permanently wired up USB cable, and I guess that's all very well until it gets damaged. If that gets damaged, you are then in a bit of a bind, because you're going to have to take this apart and rewire it. The cable doesn't seem anything special. Don't see any reason why that would last any longer. So yeah, just bear in mind that you have to be real careful with this cable. So they've popped on a temporary label, so there really should be no cocking this up. Yeah, and the reason that's done is because you can see a small connector there with orientation lug, so you really must not get this wrong, otherwise bits are going to be damaged. So let's see if we can just plug that straight in. Well, I'll tell you what, that feels absolutely incredible. Jesus. For somebody who's old enough to have had Quickshot 1s and Quickshot 2s when they first came out, this is absolutely amazing. And I had heard this, you know, that it is very, very good. It's certainly heavy. Wow, that really is a heavy piece of gear. There is a switch on the back there, we've got another one here, big red one. That, I don't know whether that's just a push to make. Actually no, I don't think it is. It's a 4-way end press. On the front we've got, again that's a hat, that's a hat. This one is, we've got nose down, nose up, LWD and RWD, I'm not quite sure. Oh, is that? I don't know. Left wheel, right wheel, not sure. That, absolutely amazing. Very, very pleased with that. And they obviously both plug into the computer USB ports. I thought perhaps this one plugged into the other unit here, but it doesn't appear to. They both go independently into the computer. Super impressed with this. It's all metal design, I think, apart from the caps. You know, the various buttons on the top of the switches. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I mean, that is fantastic quality. I don't think anyone could have any possible complaints about this. I just hope the PC that I've got coming on Tuesday is up to the job. Replica USAF A10C stick. So I guess if the Air Force were involved, this would be pretty accurate. They would have had pilots looking at this and making sure they got it right. There's incredible detail has gone into this, the engineering. Obviously made in China, but yeah, and just sat on the bench like this. I mean, this isn't where they're going to be sat. I'm going to have a triple monitor setup, but I think these are going to have to come down lower on something. But even if you were putting these on a desktop, they really aren't going anywhere unless you're super rough with them. Then you would just have them screwed down. Again, this really not going anywhere. Oh, really impressed. I think pretty much. I think these are plastic housings, but this is a metal piece that's curved around, and it's very, very nicely done. I don't know whether you must be supposed to be using your right hand, sorry, left hand with this, so you can access the switches. Yeah, very, very impressed. I'm really looking forward to getting the computer now. That is very nice indeed. Don't know how you get to the off position. It looks like they were designed to come back a bit further than that. Could be wrong, but it looks like they're supposed to come back a little bit further. No idea how you would achieve that, if that is the case. Certainly not going to force it. Yes, very, very impressive indeed. So from looks of quality, I can only say I would certainly recommend this. They obviously had plenty broken by people not putting the stick in correctly, but it really is a straightforward task. I think they could have put that arrow a little bit lower, and if you actually look, they're not quite lined up properly, so I'm guessing somebody's manually stuck these arrows on and they don't quite line up. That one's pointing off to the left a little bit, and that certainly could be lower down. But yeah, there's no reason to be taking this back out again, I don't think. So just lock that up, and I wonder if that's what the Allen key's for actually. Yeah, I think it probably is. Let's just check that out. Find it. There we go. So I think when we've got this set up with the computer, we'll give another further review. Even that Allen key is quite nice. It looks like it's been painted. It's not your usual matte finish Allen key. It could be wrong there. I'm not sure that is to do that up. No. No, it's not. In fact, they're just drilled out pieces, so I'm not sure what the Allen key is for, but I'm sure when I've read the instructions all will become clear. So yeah, first impressions are very, very good. So yeah, catch you later.